Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I like? Patreon.com/inkdependence. It keeps this channel ad-free. Hello folks, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike. Today we're talking about this pen. This is the Tactile Turn GT. It is the newest seasonal release from Tactile Turn. You can find them at tactileturn.com. This was sent out to me for review by Will at Tactile Turn because I sent him an email. I'm like, Will, that pen is gorgeous, dude. And he's like, you want to review it? I'm like, yes! So he sent one out. I do have 3 of the other 4 seasonal releases. I missed one. It was a whole snafu. It was a whole thing, but like whatever. I've got 3. I'll show you those 2 at the end of the video. Right now, I want to focus on the GT because this is super cool. So poke this formed rubber thing up out of here. We have a nice blue shimmery logo on there. Dig it. Put that over here. Now, this is the GT pen. This is in the standard size. This is the short size. The standard size is a bit longer. We'll get to that stuff in just a little bit. First thing you're going to notice is that this pen is loud. It has a really bright blue cerakote here. You've got a nice orange cerakote on the clip, the button, and the knock, and then white cerakote details in these screws that hold the clip on. This is hot. This is a hot pen. It's a little bit more pastel, perhaps, than it appears on the camera, I suppose. But man, it is a good-looking pen, and I really dig it. Got a little bit of lint on there. So beautiful coloring here. This is the Gulf Oil Racing color scheme, the livery, which was first used in 1936 on a very cool biplane, and then in the 60s it was applied to the first 4 GTs that they were racing under Gulf Oil, and that color scheme is still around and still looking great. Newly on the McLaren Elva, which is a $1.7 million car with 840 horsepower, sporting significantly less horsepower, but also costing only $150 of those dollars, is the Tactile Turn GT. So you can get that same racing color, but on a clicky pen with an extremely fidgetable mechanism. These are titanium pens, titanium body, and all that fitment, coated with cerakote, as I said before, which is a very nice process in which you can apply a lot of color and actually a fair amount of protection to the pen. It is abrasion resistant and chemical resistant and all that kind of stuff, but it can take some damage if you're slamming it against bricks or whatever. I mean, heck, even my bronze version has like a couple of nicks in it from who knows what. Like, I'm not careful with this pen. It's bronze. It's going to take a beating, and that's fine. But this one I'm a little bit more careful with. I do carry it in a pen sleeve and that sort of thing, or just clip it on my shirt or a pants pocket. This clip is pretty stiff. It doesn't have a whole lot of give to it because it is a very solid clip, but it's not difficult to stick this on the placket of your shirt or something like that. Putting this on a jeans pocket could be a little bit difficult, but it has a good ramp here, so you could do that if you want, but just a shirt pocket or a placket works just fine for this pen, I think. It's not going to come loose, that's for sure. These pens take a variety of refills. This short size comes standard with a Schmidt EasyFlow 9000, which is it's a top tier ballpoint refill. It's not my favorite. My favorite is the Jetstream, but those are a lot more expensive, I think. You don't really find them all that often. So like the Schmidt EasyFlow 9000, very good ballpoint refill. And you can replace this with all kinds of things. There are a lot of different things in this Parker style refill size, which are gel or different colors, that kind of thing. You can also chop down the sort of refills that you get out of a gel pen to fit, because it doesn't need to have these fins. The interior mechanism down back here is flat. It's just a pusher, and so it doesn't really need those. You can just like chop off some of the plastic tube on a gel refill to make it fit in there if you like. Or if you get the standard size pen, just go ahead and screw that back down. It has a very nice O-ring there at the bottom, which gives you a little bit of resistance when you get right there. Just kind of shunk, and it really almost gets rid of that seam. You can see on the straight up metal ones, that seam nearly disappears. If you tilt it at all, like that seam just kind of like goes away, which is pretty cool. There we go, right there. But shunk, gone. Really cool, right? These also, of course, have the grooves. You can see the ridges in there if you look very closely. They are softer on the cerakoted one because they are cerakoted than they are on the bronze or the other titanium, where they can feel a bit more. You can feel a bit more of that action. You don't really get that on the cerakotes, but nonetheless, doesn't fall out of your fingers. Gives it a fair amount of grip, and it's really easy to hold. I really like that a lot. I mentioned that these come in 3 different sizes. So here are my other 3 seasonal releases. I need a new box because they don't all fit in here now. So like, what am I going to do? Really, I usually just put this on top of the box because this is what I've been using most. This is the standard size, which as you can see is longer. This comes with a Pilot G2 refill and takes a lot of various gel refill types. These are the short size, which is what I prefer in the side click size. It's just really fits my hand well. It has a good, like I can reach the button very easily. Get it on camera, all that sort of thing. But I mean, all these sizes are fine. Then there's a mini size, which only fits a couple of things. It's a 4.6 inch pen, which is probably about yay. And it comes with a Pilot G2 mini gel refill. Or you can get aftermarket 3D printed things that'll let you put a D1 refill in there if you really want to change that. So that's a smaller pen. I don't have that one. I think it's going to be too small for me, so I have not ponied up for that. Maybe one of these days I'll get a mini, but not yet. So there is a pen that I didn't get. We'll scoot this down, have a space for the missing pen. Firstly, the Safety First, which comes with this little safety emblem here, bright orange cerakote on the body, black cerakote on the knock, clip, and button. Then the Overlander, which has the engraved clip here with tire tread. You got this jungly green and very like cool, I don't know, sort of olivey clip and knock and button. Really cool combo there. And then this one is the Nautilus, which has a lot more of this bronze in the powder coat here, the cerakote rather, of the body. But cameras just don't do this thing justice. It is way prettier in person than it is on a camera. And then the one I don't have, which would go right here, is the Stealth. I'll steal an image from Will and put it over here. The Stealth, which is a bolt action like this one, where you slide the bolt to extend the point like this. It's an extremely fidgetable bolt action, like very smooth, very tight action there. I really like that a lot. But I missed the Stealth. It's all, as you saw, black with red accents, and then has this little tritium thing you can put on the knock here, or not the knock, it's the finial on these, that has like a little tritium capsule that glows. Super cool, but communication snafus, I missed that one. So there you go. This is the 5th one, and the engraving on the clip here is a GT. But you can also get this with a variety of numbers from 0 to 9. So that's the variety of numbers plus GT. So you can pick that at checkout, which is pretty cool. You can totally get yourself a different clip engraving if that's what you're into. Like if you have a favorite racing number or a favorite, I don't know, just a favorite number in general or whatever. That's your ticket. Okay, so thank you very much, Will, for sending this thing out. Oh, and it comes with this card. I almost forgot the card. Look at that. Has a little bit of information about this release. It's like it's an engraved metal card. Like, how cool is this thing? There's one for each of the seasonal releases. So I've got quite the collection of these now, and they're super cool. So, card. All right, this is the Tactile Turn seasonal for right now. This is available until March 26th of 2022. So, like I said, not number limited. You don't have to rush out and grab this, but don't miss the deadline because it is time locked. And as I missed the Stealth, right? So, like, that's the way it goes. It's time locked and you can't get it. So, don't miss this if you want it. Save up your pennies. At $150, it is on the more expensive end of standard pens, but all machined in Texas. I think he's in Garland these days, which is like kind of my old stomping grounds from college. They have great customer service in case there's an issue. I've heard of a couple of people that had like a minor issue with the paint or something like that, and they'll get you taken care of. No big deals. Oh, if I am going to pick a nit, here's the nit. It's right here. These little chips in the white. But, I mean, if you cerakote a thing and then use a Torx wrench to, like, have to assemble the product, like, I don't know how you avoid that. So a little bit of wabi-sabi, I'm not going to worry about it. Racing cars will take more damage than that, and I ain't worried about it. So, that's the way it goes. All right, there you go. Tactile Turn GT. Thank you very much for watching. I will see y'all in the next video, and tell Will I said hi when you go buy one of these, because I know you're gonna, because they're super dope. All right, bye, everybody. Peace out.